Welcome to Cei-Tech. Here we are still on Azure, and like I always says, all of us know how to work on Azure, but want to find the ways we can actually make it simpler and faster. Okay, everybody want to make his work easier and faster at the same time without making any mistake. The accuracy also matters. So today I want to show you 10 tips that can make you work faster, accurately, and make your work easy. Okay, so without much ado, let's start with the number one, which is how to select rows or columns. Okay, let me scroll up. Right there at the top, there is the easiest way that you can actually select rows and columns. The easiest way is this: you bring your mouse to, let's say you want to select number B part. Once your mouse turns like this, just click it and you've selected everything on that columns. But apart from this, another shortcut, another method you can actually use to select it. First of all, bring your mouse to the place, click on it, and then you hold your control shift and tab. Okay, hold your control, hold your shift, and this time around, hold the tab key, the one that goes down, the tab arrow down, and that's all. Selected it. Select everything at once. Let's say I'm doing calculation. Very soon we get to calculation. See how this can be essential for you. So if you to be selecting not calculation, just this method, it take you straight down. If it's up to 1 million rows on a column, with this method, it take you straight down. Okay, or use the easiest of all, which is the first one we did. So that is the first tip. Let's move on to the second tip. It has to do with inserting columns or rows. Now, I want to insert columns and rows on my array, which of course all of us know how to insert columns and rows. But which way is the easiest way for me to insert columns and rows? Let's assume that this B, after the name, I'm supposed to write the date, and after the date before hours worked, or maybe after the date time shift, and the rest of them before hours worked. Now I've already put figures here. How do I make this easier? Of course, before now you can decide to click here and then right click and insert and stuff like that. But that will take your time. Just know how many rows or columns you want to insert and do this. Let's say I want to insert 3 columns or 3 rows right away. I'll come over here, email after B, I want it to be on C, D, and E. How do I do that? You come over, hold down your mouse, click on it, then hold it down and select the 3. So after selecting the 3, you come over here and any of them, you can any of the row, just right click on any of the row and then click insert and see what will happen. See it gave us the 3 space C, D, and E. If you go further, you see our right up. See it. So here, this is the fastest way that can actually select rows and columns. It also applies to rows. Okay, so let's remove this. We don't need them. So this is how you can actually do that. What if you want to also do this to the rows? You come over here, click. Maybe Melata Budi, I want to select maybe 2 rows. Budi, I bring it down and then right click and then click insert. And immediately you see the 2 rows have entered. Can I start my drawing or my write-up or my entering data on my Excel? So these are the shortest cuts that you can use to make your work easier. Now let's go to the next one, which has to do with here I want to talk about how you can actually write today's date. The easiest way to write today's date. For us to do that, let's just insert 1 row here using that method that we used before now. So I just hold it and then let me just insert 2 rows. Okay, the 2, right click, then insert, which is the first thing we did. So I'll come over here and I write date. Okay, so let's say I want to write today's date. So what is the fastest way I can write today's date? Of course, I can start to type it one hour after the other, 10, 12, 2028 and stuff like that. Okay, but there is a fastest way you can do that without having to start typing 10, 12, 2028. And the easiest way is for you to write alternate. Okay, just so your alternate and equals to. Let's do it. You go your alt tab, this is your alt tab, and then you do your equals to. Oh, sorry, that's for some. There's a little mistake here. Okay. Sorry, we are jumping the gun. Jumping the gun. Okay, that is the third trick. We're talking about this second one, which is about inserting date. Okay, so to do that, just use Control and semicolon. Okay, so hold your Control key and then type your semicolon. That is it. You see it immediately. You enter the date 1/15/2025. That's today's date. I'm even doing this video. You want the date to reappear again, you hold your Control key and enter semicolon, and it will still appear at the same time. Okay, so both time and date, this is how you can actually input time and date. Now to input time and to input the time, you hold your Control key hold your shift key and enter semicolon to give you time. Exactly the time that's what I did now. It's exactly 4 o'clock, okay, 4 p.m. So this is how you can actually do your work easier. Now let's assume that you want this date to apply maybe tomorrow, it will be on 16, 17 and stuff like that. Then very simple. You just bring it, drag it down, and the whole date will apply. See it up to the end of the week. You start your work. But what if that I just want only this 15 to be applying? I don't want every other one to apply. Let's use Control Z. Yes, I want only 15 to apply. For that to happen, you have to repeat it again. So you go your control and press alternate. Now the data has come twice. Now that data has come twice, you can now select the data has come twice. Here, as you understand that you want this date to be permanent. So you can now drag it to any place you want, okay? And the same date will be applying to all of them. But if you want to apply to the whole row, just bring your mouse down here and double click. One of our Excel tutorial I actually teach you this, okay? So Control Z, let's remove it because this is not where we're going. So this is our tips, okay? We're counting them. We've gotten our tips number 3. So let's go to number 4, auto sums. You know, sometimes if you're calculating, you want to have your summation of everything you are doing. Let's go down and do it. So to do auto sum, it's very simple. You can put your summation as usual and click auto sum and give you the total figure, right? Just click auto sum and total figure is here. You press enter and it gives you the figure without you doing anything, without you selecting the whole thing. Just click on auto sum and give you the figure. But they see a quickest way of doing it. Okay. Apart from this, let me just show you that way before I show you the quickest way. You can also clean it up and then use your control, the one we did before now, which is your control shift and tab to select everything and then do your calculation as well. Okay. But there's quickest way to do it. Very, very quick. Let's assume that these figures are in thousands or in millions and you want the total, the summation of it all. Very simple. Okay. Just show your alternate and equal to. Okay. So for us to get that, you bring your mouse to where you want it to be. So you hold your alternate and you hold equal to and you press enter. The same one at 11. Tell me which one is faster than this. So you just go to all your figures alternate equals to and you want to apply or you use this and then you as usual you drag it all or you just right click, it applies to all, it calculates everything for you at once. Okay. So this is the 4th easiest way to work with your MS Excel. Let's go to the 5th one. Okay, this 5th one I want to talk about how you can actually do some kind of repeat last edit. Maybe you are doing some work and you want to repeat the last thing you just did now. You want that last thing to apply to the one you want to do immediately. You can actually repeat them. Okay, you call it repeat last action. Okay, let's assume that this date, I gave him a font, and this font, let me remove this font now so I can use as an example. Let me give this a font of let me give him just area and reduce it to maybe 12. Then this date, I work on the date. I just put the date instead of 28, I make it 29 and it still remain, or I make it 22 and it still remain area. So this is the last thing I did now, and I want to repeat this last action. How do I accomplish that without wasting much time? Watch. So to do that, just come over to where you want to be, which is this, and then you press F4. Okay, so just count your F4, press F4, and immediately you press F4, the action will be repeated right away. Just F4. Why for laptop it won't go immediately? For some laptop, you have to try your function, which is FM first. After type, please let's take this over again. This date, I want to give him an area black. Give him an area black, and then increase the font to like 28. The font to like 28. Then I want this to apply here, and that is the last action I did. Okay, so to repeat last action, if I'm some laptop will tell you to press FM first before pressing F4. Why for some laptop when you need to press F4, the last action will be repeated. So let's press it F4. Did you see it? That's repeated. So this is the 5th way of working, the 5th way of making your work easy. Okay, so let's go to the 6th way. In that 6th way is very, very important. Honestly, I say it's very, very important. Let's say, for example, I'm working on this, and as usual, this is my title, right? This is my title bar, and I have written a lot of things here. Imagine this is the name, this is the date, this is the hours work, the taxable income. Now let me start scrolling. So I'm scrolling, everything has gone up, and I'm still typing. Now will I know my date, hours work, time, and this. How can I be able to know the column that belongs to that? So there is something we call freeze, okay? Free spans. So with free spans, I can be able to do something that each any column I am, any place I am, this name, date, hours work, that's everything can just for them will always appear for me. So I can easily see it and input it in data. How do I achieve that? It's very, very simple, okay? So what you need to do is, first of all, you click on the next data that is close to wherever you want to. You can click any on the data. It doesn't mean that it should be on C data. It can be C, it can be anyone. But when you are clicking, let it be a data that is very close to the title. Okay, so I click on this, and once I click on that, the next one is for you to press alternate, then you press F. You have to be very, very fast. Okay, alternate W and you double click on F. Alternate W and double click on F. So I'll hold my alternate key, then hold W, and then double click on F, and immediately that has worked. Let's see if you didn't what that means I didn't hold it very well. You see it has worked. So you can now scroll to anywhere you want to. Maybe scroll down to the last bottom of the page, maybe 3,000 pages, and continue typing. You know that this is my date, this is my hours work, and you continue. Okay. Now, what if you want to unfreeze? Maybe we are through with that, and we want to unfreeze it now. How do you go about that? It's very simple. You know, we use shortcut, which is alternate W, then F, double F. But you can actually do it without using shortcut. And to do that, why we use shortcut? Because we want our work to be easier. But you can just come over to view, click on view, come over to view tab. Where's our videos view? Click on view, then you now start searching. If you check very well, you see it very, very easy. So look at it, free span. So free span is here. So you just click on it. Okay, if you click on the free span, it will show you where you can unfreeze. Or if you want to also freeze, where you can freeze. So you can do any of the two without wasting time, without much ado. Okay, are you getting it? Hope I'm not too fast. Okay, this is just a way to make your work faster. If you like what we are doing, please kindly give us a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell so anytime we release videos, you'll be the first to look at it. We always release videos like this, sometimes twice a week, sometimes once in a week. So please, and also share with your loved ones. Please, we need this video to go viral, so help us to share it and also learn from it. Okay, thank you for doing that. Please do now. So let's unfreeze while you are doing that. You go to your freeze pan and click, and then unfreeze. Or if you want to freeze, you click freeze, depending on what you want to. But right now, we want to unfreeze, and that's all. Our work continues the way it is. So this is the 6th tip. Let's go to the 7th one. Okay. In this 7th one, maybe you are typing on a cell, and you want that cell to expand without you having to start. For example, let me just be example. Let me scroll. I'm typing on this cell. Macarona B G G G G G G G G G. Now remember, as I type all of this, if I bring it down to the next cell, notice that everything I've typed is gone. Okay, it's there, but you won't be able to see it, right? So how do you make it expand it so that someone can see it immediately without much wasting? So we are now moving to the 8th one, and on that 7th one, we want to convert a range of data to a table. You see this with a lot of data are here, but they are not yet in a tabular form. Want to be in a tabular form. How do I convert it in a very fast way without wasting much time? It's very, very simple. Just click on anywhere of it. You can click on any place and then type Ctrl T, which is table. And it asks you if you want to do it, give a size of table, whatever. So you just click OK. Once click OK, look at it. That become a table. And you also open the panel for table for you to select from. You can choose this kind of table, or this type 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 of table. You know, just scroll any other type of table you want, click on it, and it applies right away. Okay, so this is another way you can actually put a table as we are working easily without having to waste too much time on this. Okay, so let's move it. That's where we are going. So we'll go to the 10th one now. Okay, there is in the 10th one, we'll talk about how you can switch between one book to the other in a sheet. Okay, in Excel sheet. So how do you make that very, very easy? It's very, very simple for you to switch. Just write Control Tab. Okay, click Control Tab. You switch immediately to the next tab. Click Control Tab, or if it didn't work with you, if you click Control Tab, then the next thing for you to do is to click Control Tab and then click Page Up or Page Down. So you hold your Control, you hold your Tab, then you do your Page Up or Page Down, and immediately you see it. You go to the next page. Page up, next page, page down, bring you back to where you are before now. So this is how you can actually work on this without wasting time. So we'll now go to the 10th one. The 10th one. This 10th one is derived from the first of the second one. I want to talk about entering today's date. Okay. That is a formula I can use to actually enter today's date. Apart from the control to type, you can actually use that formula. How do you do that? Let's say today you just come over to your office and you want to write the date. Very simple. Just press equals to. Okay. Then you write today. Write today. Then you hold your shift key and open bracket, close bracket, and you press enter. Merely it gives you today's date. Isn't this very simple? And remember, you can also do time. Okay, your control and shift, and you press semicolon. Give you the date, the time immediately, and then you start your work. So these are the 10 tips that can make your exam work very easy, very fast, and accurate. Of all these 10 tips, which one do you like best? Put in the comment section, and which other one do you want us to also treat? Put it on the comment section as well. Thank you for hanging around with Ceiven and learning tech with Ceiven today. See you in our next class. Bye. But please don't forget to subscribe. Have you subscribed to my channel? Kindly subscribe to the notification button and also share this to your loved ones or your co-workers in office. Bye.